So Spirit Halloween has just released a new sneak peek, and before we get into it, I do kind of want to do like a recap because I think this is kind of important to say. But basically, every year since 2017, we've had a couple sneak peeks in late June, and then most in July. Most in July are kind of like every other day, and then if they skip a couple of days, they'll make up for that by releasing back-to-back sneak peeks. But basically, this year's been different because we didn't get any in June, and it's because we had the Graveyard Shift coming out July 15th, which is essentially supposed to be the day where most props are released. So that's what happened. But July 1st, we did get Barry. That was about it. And then for 2 weeks, we get the Graveyard Shift. And the Graveyard Shift actually wasn't a full prop release. We just got 10 props released, while the other ones were kind of teased and kind of left remaining unknown. But after that, we kind of thought there'd be more sneak peeks kind of back to back because, we're kind of back on schedule after a long break, and we got 10 props to make up for that. But Spirit Halloween decides to wait over a week to release any new props, which was kind of annoying because there's supposed to be like more sneak peeks, I believe, and we've only had 12 by now, and we have a lot more coming out still. And Flagship opens next week, and we're still behind schedule, so I'm not really sure why they're doing this. We could just get more sneak peeks and be over with it. Maybe more back to back, or maybe every other day sneak peeks, but we're still left with so many sneak peeks not even out there yet. But basically, this prop is actually another prop with a pun name, kind of like Barry. His name is spelled Barry, and the first three letters Bar, spelled bar, which he's behind a bar cage, so that makes sense. And then Mr. Howl, he's a werewolf. He howls. His last name was Howl. He's called Mr. Howl. But this prop is called W.Raith. So there's a period in between the W and the R, so it's supposed to be like his last name is Wraith. Essentially, it's just called Wraith. It means a ghost. Essentially, its prop is a ghost prop. It's kind of like a Lady of the Grave remake. It's supposed to be for Spirit, and this is like our third time seeing it. We are seeing one this year from Home Depot. It's actually a bride, but this one is like Lady of the Grave. It's a ghost. It's actually a male this time, not a female. And this prop, I like the idea of it because I like the more classical, mysterious ghost look to it, because I feel like we don't really get that a lot, and I feel like it works really well because I love that classic ghost vibe a lot, and it just reminds me of classic Halloween. I'm a huge fan of that. But I think this prop failed, and I'll tell you why. Because I feel like the lights in it work too. I like the lights in the bottom, like the cloak or the dress, whatever you want to call it, and then I like the lights in the head and even the chest a little bit. But what ruins it for me is the fact that there's like 4 lights in each arm, and if there was like one in each arm, I feel like it would look better. So I like how there's only one in the bottom of the the cloak, because then it shines out more and it looks more, I guess, faded within the ghost. But there's so many lights in the arms that they reflect off each other, and you can almost see like where each light is. It's like a ball almost, and it just looks like a Christmas light strand. It doesn't even look more ghostly anymore. It just looks like a Christmas light strand, and that's what ruins it for me. Because if they only had one light in each arm, it would look a lot better. But there's way too many lights in the arms, and it just looks weird. Just looks like it looks almost too fake. It's supposed to be fake, obviously, but it almost looks too fake. It just doesn't really feel that creepy anymore. So there's just too many lights in the arms. I think one light, maybe even 2, but I think only one really would work best, because they reflect off each other. They're too close to each other, so it's pretty obvious there's lights in between them. It just looks more obvious rather than one light in the whole body, or one light in the head. It just looks too obvious. I think they should have removed like 3 of the lights in each arm, and I only had 1. If I got this thing, I definitely would take out 3 of the lights in each arm, because it's just way too many for a ghost. Because for this at least, because it just looks too fake. And some people may say that's nitpicky, but I honestly think it just ruins the prop for me. It's just not that great, and yeah, those lights really ruin it. It costs $169.99 or $170, I believe. And personally, I think it should have been $150, because Lady of the Grave is $150, I believe, in most stores. So I think it should have been $150. It's not the worst price ever, but it's not that great. But definitely not that great of a prop. I just think those lights ruin it. So this prop is probably like top of the D tier, you know, bottom C, somewhere around there. It's just not that great. I don't really hate it as much as I used to do. Cause when I first saw it, I hated it, but now it's kind of grown on me. But still, not really liking how the lights. There's too many lights in it. But overall, that's pretty much it. I don't think I'll get it. I still want a lot of props from Spirit besides this, and I want some Home Depot props. I just got the 3-page Jester too, so I want to get other stuff. But yeah, so that's overall my thoughts on the W.Raith or just Wraith. Let me down below what you think about this prop, and overall, that's my opinion. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to subscribe, and this is Halloween Haunter.